I'm on the up and up, you see the level up, don't feel the pressure much, they still catching up. I bounce back a couple times, it's the triple up. My bounce back got my stats looking ridiculous. Looked at my life and said I'ma have everything I want. Front line with my grind, yeah, I'm G.I. Joe. I ain't hold nothing back, I'm all I stun. The arsenal on my hustle got some big guns. Big business, good business, yeah, it's always that. Double checking on the check, making sure that's fat. See my past calling, told her I call her back. Plumber man on these tracks.
Alright, so I am up at 6 a.m. Well, not up at 6 a.m. I got to the laundromat at 6 a.m. because the laundromat that I like to go to is always crowded, always. So I was like, I'm gonna get here as soon as they freaking open, and hopefully, fingers crossed, ain't nobody up in here. It was like 3 people, so I was able to get my clothes in and the washer started. I don't like coming to the laundromat, like I never have. Honestly, the only time I went to a laundromat was in the military. Other than that, I've been lucky to have, you know, washer and dryers in the units that I've lived in the apartments that I lived in. So this is brand new for me in a long time. Today, I have a little garden area like right out in front of my unit. And so I am going to, currently there are flowers planted there. Like some of the flowers, I don't even know what they are. They gave me permission to go ahead and pull them up. And then I'm gonna plant rosemary there. That's gonna be a project. It's a little area, so I probably can do it myself. Resoil it, and hopefully the rosemary takes. So that is what I am going to look into today, y'all. I'm gonna do this little project, try to do this little project myself. I've planted small things. Some things have died, some things haven't. So that's what it looks like. Just not my vibe. Planting rosemary bushes. One, because rosemary is a very resilient herb, and 2, it's very aromatic, and I love the smell of rosemary. When I lived in Texas, I had rosemary in my backyard, and I loved it. It thrives in desert conditions. I wish I had some rosemary now, because tonight my child has requested spaghetti for dinner. That would be so clutch to be able to come out to my little garden and pull some rosemary, but soon, very soon. Okay, y'all, so today I am making some spaghetti because my child requested it. So we're gonna make this as quick and simple as possible because I don't want to be in the kitchen for too long because the stove heats up everything and makes it super hot. I already have the air conditioner on and I don't want to run it all day. So we are gonna knock this out as quickly as possible. So you already saw what the ingredients were. Turkey meat, basil pesto, spaghetti noodles, some rainbow bell peppers because I love the taste of bell peppers in spaghetti, some herbs and spices. We about to jump right on in. Let me get into this online dating debacle. As you know, based on my past videos, I am jumping back out there and I am dating. I'm running into a few problems once you get past the whole exchanging numbers part. The dudes are super interested. You exchange numbers and it's like you talk for like a day. Like I'm the type of person, I don't have to talk to you every day. We can text, we can have a phone call like every day or every couple of days, every 3 days. Like I'm good. Like I don't have to talk to you every single day. Like I feel like I am always the one initiating conversation, and like that gets boring after a while. If I feel like you're not asking me questions and trying to get to know me, like eventually I'm gonna just cut my losses and keep it moving. Based on my experience, a lot of dudes exchange numbers with you, it's like they feel like they don't have to continue to try to get to know you, which, I mean, I'm not giving a whole lot of information out on the actual app or the website. So my thing is, I would assume that you would be trying to get to know me so that we can get to that next stage, which would be a date. Granted, I've gone out on a couple of dates, but for the most part, the pattern that I see is dudes kind of disengaging after you exchange numbers. I really don't know how to process that. What do you expect to happen after we exchange numbers? I mean, the whole point, I feel like, is to continue to communicate off of the app and to go a little bit more in depth. But what I'm noticing is like you have that disengagement, and then you have the whole ghosting thing where you guys talk and then you don't hear anything from them for like a week. Then they come back like, what's up? Nothing is up. What do you mean, what's up? You literally disappeared for an entire week. This has happened a couple of times. Like, this is before the whole date. So it's not like you met me in person and realized that, you know, there was no chemistry, we're not vibing. No, you're disappearing and then coming back and wanting to set up a date afterwards. So I feel like we will talk, you know, for a couple of days or talk every other day, and then I don't hear anything. This is a pattern. I've noticed this with a few dudes. So I'm just like, what's up? Like, has anybody else experienced this with online dating, where you're getting to know somebody and then they just ghost you and then try to come back and reintegrate themselves into your routine like nothing happened? Like, that does not fly with me. Like, if I don't hear from you for a week, I'm blocking you, period. I've even had dudes go as far as calling me from an unknown number because I guess they realized that they were blocked. Like, why are you doing all of this? Like, you were not this active and engaged when I was interested and when I was trying to get to know you. And now you calling me from unknown numbers to see if you're actually blocked? It's too much. I need to know, is anybody else experiencing this? This cannot just be me going through this. On an upside, I have the first date that I went on that I told you guys about, that didn't quite work out. He mentioned that, you know, he has some other stuff going on. He mentioned that he might be on the spectrum of autism. It's just a lot. It was a lot to process. Having anything against someone who is autistic, but it was just other things that I just kind of threw up red flags for me, and I was just like, all right, not gonna contact this person anymore. I do have a promising first date with someone else. Go out on first dates, get a feel for what I like, get a feel for, you know, what kind of piques my interest outside of the little blurb that people put on websites, and just like actual people, the type of people I like to be around and spend time with. I am dating right now. I just want to get to know people. I don't want to be ghosted. Let me stop ranting and get finished with this spaghetti. So we like our spaghetti very saucy. I hate when the next day it's all dried out, so I put a lot of sauce in my meat so that the noodles stay nice and wet. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. So I got my headshots back from the talent agency. I'm gonna show you guys what they look like because these will be my headshots basically that I'm gonna be using initially. I actually have an appointment for new headshots coming up here in like a week that I'm going to submit to them because I just want to make sure I have like some different looks. I have a number of jobs that I can apply for. So that is the goal, is to get as many looks as possible so that I can be an option for as many gigs as possible. Officially, today is my first day that I am available for background work. It's just a waiting game from this point. But take a look.
You see the level up. My bounce back got my stats looking ridiculous.
You see it.